If you drive a nice car to work, make sure your manager or whoever else doesn't see it. Once they see it, it's over. They're going to start cutting your hours. They're going to try and fire you, pick on you for the smallest reason. Don't make sure they don't see it. My manager, right? She saw my car. It's a Challenger. She was coming out of the parking lot. We were face to face. I saw her from my car. She saw me from her car, and she made a face. It was like, okay, okay. That same month, I was gone. I was up out of there.
So let's get into toxic workplace relationship, okay? I've been in a workplace before, and so I feel like I can speak more on this. My workplace, I can say, was very toxic because of the way the people at the top all the way to the bottom behaved. Anytime you go to a workplace and you know it's toxic, which I didn't know at first, but now that I've been in it, I know how it is. So I can tell how it is. Look at the leaders. I always start from the top. Okay, so let's start from the top. First sign of a toxic workplace is, how are the leaders like? Okay, how are the top leaders like? If you have a top leader who is a pervert or who is a predator, like, likes to do stuff with people at the workplace, or who is corrupt, or who does something really kind of like sneaky, chances are the people at the bottom are worse. They are worse. Always starts from the top. Look at how the leader behaves. If you have a good leader, chances are he's going to be very strict on the people below, so everyone is going to act accordingly. But if you have a leader who is racist, for example, he definitely, the people below him will be worse. They're going to act worse. What I had in my workplace was a leader who was this color, so he didn't like this color that much. So it was really weird the way he treated people. There were a lot of kind of like separation. When I entered, I didn't really notice until I worked there for a while. And I noticed people were blind to that. People didn't care. They just came for the money. So they didn't care how they were treated. Okay, some people don't mind being shouted at, being treated bad, being asked to do a certain job, which they know that if people like this don't do it, nobody else will do it. It's like one group of people do a particular work and one group of people don't do certain work. Because that's how the leader is. The leader is the one who instructs the people below him. So if you have a leader who is always talking about how we should do this to these people, how we should do that, that is how his subordinates or his subjects are going to carry out the task or whatever he said. They're going to execute just as the leader has said. So when you're in a workplace and you have a leader who has a certain, like, maybe pervertive behavior, chances are he is sleeping with a lot of people in the workplace, a lot of young women or men in the workplace. And I'm sure that place looks so unserious, because if you are working and you're mixing it with pleasure as a leader, those people are not going to take you serious. Okay, if you're sleeping with someone in the workplace, they are not going to take you serious. When you tell them to do something, they can choose to say no, because in their mind, they know you intimately. So they're not going to respect you. They've seen you without all those suits and tie and all those clothes off. They know you. Why are you come to the workplace and act all serious? They're not going to take you serious. They're going to disrespect you. So that's one thing I always look out for, the leader. Okay? And the second sign I look for is a job which comes with some kind of like growth. You want to be in a workplace where you can grow with the job, or where the job is growing, or where the company is growing, you can grow with it. If your job is very one way and there are no changes, it's just the same old thing, you're not going to grow. You're going to be stuck. And such jobs condition you to be kind of like mentally drained and not stable, no. Like, kind of like, when your mind gets stuck in a place and it doesn't grow because you're doing the same thing and you become weak due to that. I don't know what they call it. I think they should have a name for that. I don't know, drop a comment if you know what I'm trying to say. But the job is so one way that you can't grow. You get stuck. That place is not a good place. You need to be in a job which is growing, changing, maybe offering courses, offering programs which are going to help you grow. A lot of people will leave jobs, or I have friends who will leave a job because they say their job is not growing anymore. Some people come to the work, they don't work. Some come and they do work. Some do this. Some are here. Everybody's there. Everybody's just living their life in the job, and there is nothing going on. It's always gossips here, gossip there, drama here, drama there. Everybody's just doing whatever they want because the leader up there doesn't even care. They just want their pleasure. They come here for pleasure. Such workplace will stunt you mentally. It will stunt you mentally. You wouldn't like, it would program you to be stuck. It would program you to repeat the same old thing, and you don't want to be in a toxic place, a toxic situation like that. Okay. And the third sign I notice is the separation. The separation. If you go to a job and there is clear separation of how they treat people, just know you're in for a toxic ride. Just know you're in for a toxic ride. It's not going to go well. It's not going to go unless you are on the side which favors you. If you're not and you're on the other side, you will be like always emotionally reactive to things. At my job, for instance, where I used to work, I was mostly emotionally reactive, which most of the time I shouldn't have because I can't change. I'm not the one who's going to change it. It's the way they treat certain people and not certain people. There was a clear line. There was a clear line, clear separation, clear treatment. Even when someone with this does something wrong, they'll blame someone with this color. I don't know why. I feel like that's so toxic. So that makes these people disrespect these people more because like I can do whatever I want and I won't get called out for it. I won't get punished for it. Nobody even talk about me. But then they'll come and blame you. You guys know why I'm pointing this and that, right? They'll come and blame you. So what? You always be on the verge of what's happening, what's coming, like, because there is clear separation. You're always anxious. You're always wanting to be perfect and do the right thing because you don't want to be called out. But then you still get blamed anyway. I got blamed for other people's mistakes at the job. It's like, I didn't do it. I'm not even close. Why are you pointing at me? And they're like, oh, yeah, you deserve it because you're this color. Like, you're black. What? And that made me end up getting into, like, arguments with some of my managers because I'm like, what? I'm not even close. I don't even know what she's doing. How do I get blamed for that? And he just gets angry with me. My boss will just get angry with me just because I don't know if I'm supposed to supervise them. I'm not a supervisor. Like, tell me if you've upgraded my, like, if you've promoted me. Let me know, because why would I be supervising other people when I'm doing my job? Ugh, that's crazy. And the fourth sign of a toxic workplace is they make you overwork yourself and you don't get the right salary or the right payment. That is toxic. Any boss who likes to use people, which most of them do, most workplaces do, but then if you're going to use someone, give them the right exact amount they deserve. If you're in a workplace and they just use you for free, your boss likes to use you for free, doesn't even care if it's your off day, if you're on holidays and he's calling you to could you just come and do this weekend maybe, or maybe Monday I want you to come and do this. They like to work you. Maybe even when it's time to go home, they're trying to load you with more work. It's toxic. Once you recognize that, know that it's a toxic place. When your time is up, just like it's in the contract, you're supposed to leave and go home. You're supposed to rest. If you have a boss who wants to use you and also cheat you by not paying you, he is a toxic person, and that workplace is mostly toxic. Run. Don't walk. Run. And find something else. Whenever you come home, try and find a job, or on your, maybe find on your holidays, you can go around and look for a job or something else and just leave that place. Also, if you have something you love to do, like I love to do YouTube, if you have something else you love to do which is going to generate income, please focus on that. Be serious. Put your energy into that. Don't put your energy in such job. It's not going to help you. And the fifth one is when that job emotionally and mentally stresses you. For instance, when I used to work at that place, whenever I'm going, I feel like someone has kicked my stomach. That's how stressed I get. I get so tensed up, especially on my neck and coming down my shoulder and my hand, on my back. my upper body gets so tense. I don't. I maybe my lower body too. I couldn't feel it. I couldn't even feel. I couldn't even relax. I used to be so tense before I get to work. I was like, like, oh my gosh, another day, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Like, that's how it is. It was so, like, the tension was so much that I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't something I want to wake up and be like, oh my god, today I'm going to work. I can't wait. I can't wait to do this. It was never like. It was always like, oh, what's happening today? What's going to happen today? Like, I have to get my shit right. Like, is everything okay? It was always that way, and that place would. How do I say it? When you work in a place like that, you're not going to live long. When you're in a workplace where you don't enjoy it, where all you feel is stress and tense, you're not going to live long. Some people are able to work like this for 20 years and they're not able to enjoy their pension because they lived in their whole life at that job in survival mode. I am not ready to live in survival mode. I don't know how to live in survival mode. I'm always surviving, okay? It's not a mood. I love to be relaxed. I love to take things slow. I love to enjoy the time, the pace, the moment. I am different. So working in a place where every time you go, you have to be on the edge, like you're about to jump off a cliff, is very damaging for your nervous system. It's always going to keep you on survival mode. It's always going to trigger your cortisol, like they say, your cortisol hormone, and you're not going to be balanced. So guess what? An unbalanced hormone means an unbalanced nervous system, an unbalanced mindset, an unbalanced gut system. So you're always bloated, you're always stressed mentally, you can't sleep, you have insomnia. Some of you, the diseases or the things you're going through is not because you're not eating right or you're not exercising. You might be doing all these things, but you're still going through certain situations which requires you to regulate your hormones. And how do you regulate your hormones? By letting go of that toxic job. Once you let go of a toxic job, you will glow, you gain the weight you wanted to gain, or you will lose the weight you wanted to lose. Your gut area would lose the gas that it's holding or the tension it's holding to protect itself and to survive. It's going to let it go. Your whole nervous system is just going to be relaxed. Everything is going to flow. You depend on this job, act as if without that job you're not going to survive. Then yeah, you're going to die and you're going to leave the job. Someone else is going to be and when you die, you're going to be replaced by someone else. Don't kill yourself for these companies, for these toxic jobs. Because when you fall down today and you don't wake up, you are going to be replaced in a heartbeat. They're not even going to think twice. They're not going to close down a company because you are no more here. They don't care. They don't care about your livelihood. They don't care how your family is going to feel. They don't. All they care is how they're going to use your energy and your time to give you some change. Know your worth, okay? Know your worth. Know what you deserve. Because if you know your worth and you know what you deserve, whilst you're in the job, you'll be planning what to do next. You will have an exit plan. You would invest maybe. You will start doing the things you love as a side hustle. And you're going to get out of that. You don't have to be stuck in a workplace that doesn't care about you. Because if something happens to you today, they don't care. They're going to replace you. Even if you are late for like 2 hours, they're going to fire you. They're going to replace you. That's how much they don't care about you. That's how much they don't care about you. It's like they don't care about you at all. If you're sick, if you're whatever, they don't care. If you're unable to come, someone else will do it and then they sack you. So take care of yourself first. Put yourself first. Take care of your health. If you know you're not feeling well, or if you know this job is messing with your emotional or mental state, take some time off. Find something else that is going to help you be stable, grow, be a better person, expand, learn. Other than being stuck in a place that's going to stunt your growth. Okay? Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment down below. Please like and subscribe if you want more content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.